Many social media sites like TikTok have given millions of people worldwide a sense of community. The young people of Generation Z now have a remarkable avenue for connection due to glimpses into one another's life, but that wasn't enough for Claire Miller, who allegedly killed her sister in order to gain attention. Hello and welcome to Inside Crimes. Hit the subscribe button and turn on your post notifications for more crime stories. Born in 2007 in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Claire Elena Miller was raised by loving parents Mark and Marie Miller. She was a healthy child, but Helen, her older sister, wasn't as fortunate. Helen suffered with cerebral palsy, which made her dependent on help frequently and spent a large portion of her life in a wheelchair. According to reports, Miller was always ready to help with her sister, and so, the news of what she did shook the whole of her community, especially her parents.
This is shocking and tragic. It's not the kind of thing we would expect in our neighborhood. It's very quiet and peaceful, and obviously a tragedy like this is sad news.
Miller was said to have gone to the private Lancaster Country Day School together with her older sister and mostly stayed in her room after school to post videos on her TikTok account. She had amassed an impressive following of around 22,000 on TikTok. Majority of these videos had Miller dancing around her apartment or lip-syncing to depressing pop music. Others showed her funny father making funny faces, playing the guitar, or jokingly acknowledging Miller's camera. She also frequently recreated well-known anime memes on her TikTok account. Regardless of all these, Miller wanted more. She probably wanted all the attention she could get either from social media or from her parents. Miller wanted to be famously known for something. Sadly, she got the attention, but to the detriment of her older sister's life because, on the 22nd of February 2021, Miller snapped.
This 14-year-old girl is accused of stabbing her sister to death in their Lancaster County home. Police say Claire Miller repeatedly told officers, "I stabbed my sister." Now, this incident happened early this morning at the Miller home on Clayton Road in Manheim Township. And that's where Fox 43's Harry Lee joins us this afternoon. She is joining us now from Lancaster County. Harry, what have you learned so far from police?
Well, police say that when they arrived here at 1:15 a.m. this morning, there was actually blood on the snow on the ground, especially right here in the driveway. They say 14-year-old Claire Miller was standing outside, apparently trying to wash her hands of the blood in the snow. The criminal complaint says Miller called 911 and reported that she stabbed her sister, 19-year-old Helen Miller. Helen was found in bed with a large knife in her neck. Officials say the girl's parents were asleep during the incident.
February 21, 2021 appeared to have been a typical Sunday evening when the Millers' family said their good nights and went to their separate bedrooms. It's unknown how long Claire Miller had intended to kill her sister, but some sources said she had had conversations about either killing herself or killing someone else, which she eventually did on Monday, February 22 at around 1 a.m. Miller sneaked into Helen's room with a knife from the family's kitchen and repeatedly stabbed Helen in the neck before covering her face with a pillow. She informed the Manheim Township emergency dispatcher that she had killed her sister when she dialed 911 at exactly 1:08 a.m. Within 5 minutes, the police were at the 1500 block of Clayton Road, where they saw Miller waiting outside. According to report, she immediately told the police in quote, "I stabbed my sister." Authorities couldn't help but notice Miller's appearance even though they initially thought she was traumatized as a result of an unidentified family disaster. Blood covered Miller's blue t-shirt and her checkered pajamas bottoms were also drenched in blood. The nearby red snow also suggested that she had made an effort to wash off her bloody hands. Police quickly entered the house after Miller told them that her dead sister was lying in bed. Sadly, Mark and Marie Miller were unaware of what had happened until armed police arrived at the bloody murder scene. It was then that they learned that their disabled daughter had been fatally stabbed. According to a police statement, one of the officers removed the pillow and discovered a knife sticking out of Helen's neck just above her chest. Officers observed that Helen's chest and the bed were covered with a significant amount of blood while her hands were up near her head. While they waited for the emergency services to arrive, police tried to revive Helen Miller, but it was too late. She was officially declared dead at exactly 4:13 a.m. Claire Miller was taken into custody and charged with criminal homicide. She will be tried as an adult as the state of Pennsylvania does not consider murder a delinquent crime. On the 16th of April 2021, Claire Miller appeared in Lancaster County Court via video stream from a state prison in Muncie. In order to allow the case to move on without the need for prosecutors to establish that they had sufficient evidence to prosecute her, Miller's lawyer informed the judge that she had no interest in a preliminary hearing. Miller was supposed to be arraigned on May 14, but she renounced that privilege as well and entered a not guilty plea. Later, her attorney filed a notice for a prospective insanity defense and asked for a hearing to transfer Miller's homicide trial to juvenile court. The prosecution argued that Miller was obsessed with homicide, citing thousands of text messages she sent to a friend expressing a desire to harm someone, while the defense argued that she suffered a psychotic first break. Miller's parents have testified that they have already lost one daughter and don't want to lose their other daughter to prison. Unsettlingly, Miller's TikTok audience increased by almost 11,000 after the murder became public knowledge, and her final post received millions of views before TikTok completely deleted her account. Before her account got deleted, TikTok users had already recorded Miller's video and shared it to their own pages. It was said that one of these videos displayed a bloody plush giraffe and a bloody latex glove. Though, it's still unclear if Miller actually shot these particular videos. Claire Miller faces a potential life sentence or capital punishment if convicted in March of 2023. Please say a prayer for the Miller's family. There is no way to imagine what losing both of their children in one night must be like for the parents.